That I was playing some VR and I totally forgot I was supposed to be doing this show tonight. So, anyways, I'm Antonio Garcia. Welcome to Short Stories from the Mind of a Madman. I am your host, Antonio Garcia. I got a couple of great guests coming on tonight. So tonight's story, we're going to be going over text. This is actually one we were going to do last week. Brittany wasn't feeling well, so she is feeling really well today. And I got her nice, and I got her juiced up a little bit. So she's going to be doing a lot of voices for you tonight, playing one of the characters. So tonight's voice is story's text. And after a car accident, Samantha finds herself stuck on the floor at the hospital, unable to escape. Her only contact to the outside world is through text. So I'm excited about this story. We're going to have a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's go in and get started. All right, intro going?
Yep.
Check that.
Over here.
And then just go back to
Full screen once it says.
Yep. Let me put some music in there because I can hear us. All right, come on in here. Go ahead and grab that table if you want so that you can have your drink there. Got my drink here.
Yes.
All right. Oh, just real quick. Just to double check. Yeah. Make sure we got sound this time because last week we actually didn't have sound going on. So the first 7 minutes of the short story was actually silence. There was a lot of this. Ooh, let me get this light out of the way too. Realize that's in the way. Oh, all right. So I got a couple of great guests with me tonight. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves in a minute. The first guest here is Jeff. He is actually the guitar player for Bipolar Opposites.
Woo!
Daniel, my little brother, came on here. He's a piano player and singer on the band. Came out here last week. We I think the only ones we got left now is we're gonna get BD in April. Yeah. I don't see Stevie coming on the drummer. You know, drummers are they're drummers. That's all you have to say. It's his own adjective. But I think we're gonna try to get the bass player Brian and his wife here sometime. But tell me a little bit about what you do in the band, and then of course I think you guys got some shows coming up too, don't you?
Yes, we do. I play guitar. Let's see, we have a show on the 21st at Hank's Pub, and then the 28th at Oscars.
At Oscars, okay,
Yeah.
and that's in
Vandalia.
In Vandalia. I think I
Yes.
can't remember if I've been there before or not.
It's
a couple great shows.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, a couple great shows coming up. Hank's Pub. I think I've watched you guys there a couple of times.
Yeah.
And so, how long have you been playing guitar?
Since I was 12. I'll be 37 this month.
So now you all know his age, and all you need is mother's maiden name and social security number, and you can have all of his shit.
Yep. Tax time.
Oh, you can say shit as much as you want on public TV. Apparently, I don't know how it goes, but but my guests are here, and after a few drinks, they can do whatever they want. So.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's a long time. He's really good too. So if you haven't watched him play, it's a blast, And then when he takes the hat off, he seriously looks just like baby Jesus. It's awesome.
Jesus.
It's sweet baby Jesus. It's pretty awesome.
6 pound 8 ounce.
This is his better half. This is Brittany.
Hello.
As you can see, feeling much better this week. I'm so glad you're on here.
Me too.
This is actually the first time, even at my place. So this is their introduction to Han Solo and some of the weird shit I got floating around the apartment that
all the stuff off camera.
They really kind of get to see behind the closet because I didn't get a chance to clean up anything. So they got to come in and oh my God.
We've seen it all.
Yeah, I know. I cleaned up the downstairs because I had a picnic on Sunday and had my mom over. My mom's a very, religious, G-rated person. So I got rid of all the stuff downstairs that, was inappropriate. But upstairs, they just...
Whole different story.
They got to see it all. So tell us about yourself.
So I'm a single mother, kind of pretty much. But and I work in orthodontics, and I like to sing, and I watch their shows all the time, Bipolar Opposites. Always a good time. So, and I'm excited to be here tonight.
Let me tell you something. If you ever come on one of the shows, Brittany is one of the funnest girls. I mean, actually, all the wives and girlfriends are you and April and Melissa, my brother, my sister-in-law.
Yep.
They're just awesome. You go to one of their shows and they'll just make you feel welcome.
Yep.
They're already 12-pack in.
Yep.
And I
Have
mean,
a good time.
all the woo girls are at that band's table. So it's like a family reunion every time we go to one of the shows. It's really great. So definitely go out to one of the shows. Say hi to Brittany while he plays the guitar and works.
Yep.
Earns that money, and she's like, earn that money. So
buy me a drink, baby.
Exactly. Some bars let you drink for free, or do you have a bar tab?
Yeah,
some
of them, yeah.
I tried a band just for the free alcohol.
Yeah, it's not a bad gig.
Nope, that's why I'm
It's
part
really
of it.
not.
So I'm glad they're on the show.
Yep.
And if you do get a chance, make sure you go out there. Oh, I got to do my own selfless promotion. So I'm Antonio Garcia. I am the author of Sins of the Fathers. You can buy this on Amazon, but I prefer you buy it from my website because I sign those copies and ship them out to you. And then, of course, I'm also the author of Weight Loss for the Rest of Us, which came out in 2010. It's actually the first book I ever wrote. So this one I'm giving away for free. So to find out how, stay to the end of the show, and I'll show you how to get a free copy of Weight Loss for the Rest of Us. And then, of course, whenever somebody buys a copy of my book between episodes, so between now and next Wednesday, I do a live book signing at the end. I'll actually open the book and sign a copy for you and ship it out the next day. So if you don't have a copy of Sins of the Fathers, please go and check that out. And then, of course, stay to the end so you can see how to get a free copy of Weight Loss for the Rest of Us. So tonight's show, all right. Now, tonight's episode, we're going over text. Actually, I already read you what it's about. So if you missed that, rewind and watch at the beginning. So this story is essentially what happens. A wife and her husband is just in a car accident. She's in the hospital. She gets stuck on one of the floors of the hospital, and the only way she can communicate with the outside world is via text. So Brittany has luckily come on to do the voice of Samantha, so I don't have to, because on the podcast I do the female voices, and it's hilarious. This is probably a little bit more realistic, so not as Norman Bates. So, and of course, my friend Jeff will be doing Paul. I'll be narrating, and then I will be doing one quick girl's voice at the very end that has like one line, but so you get a little taste. So. Got sound, got lights on, we're ready to rock and roll.
Sure.
Everybody got their drinks, everybody's feeling
Yep.
good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
this.
So, let's begin the story. Samantha couldn't believe her husband was gone. It was just yesterday that they were enjoying their romantic getaway together, the first since their daughter left for college. On the drive home, Paul had swerved to miss a deer and had run off the road. When she woke up, she was in the hospital. When she was able to get up, she made her way to where her husband lay, still unconscious in his hospital bed. After a while, she knew that she needed to make some calls and wanted to make them before Paul awoke. She wanted to be there when he woke up. She made her way down an empty hallway and found a room that was unoccupied. She pulled out her phone as she closed the door behind her. Her hand was shaking as she felt overwhelmed by all the people she needed to contact, beginning with her daughter. When she opened her contact list, she began to look for her daughter's name. When she came across her husband's name, she paused, unable to continue. The thought of him lying unconscious on the hospital bed was more than she could bear. She wanted to send him a text so that he would know that she was thinking of him while he laid unconscious.
I love you. I can't wait for you to wake up, she texted.
So much better than me. Holy crap. I swear. That sent chills up my spine. Afterwards, she dialed her daughter's number, but got a fast busy instead. You do her thoughts, dude. Did I not highlight the part?
Oh, no, sorry. Must
Okay.
be the reception is bad, she thought.
She walked out of the room and made her way down another hallway, trying to get a better signal. Just so you know, like on the last page, you got like a 420 years ago type speech.
I do?
Yeah,
so
so
get your president
feel free to like
beard
kind of
out.
peruse over that a little bit. I may make you do it from memory just
Okay,
to
cool.
to add to it a little bit. The signal bars on her phone never increased, so she thought maybe if she went up a floor, she can get a better signal. The next floor up, she seemed vacant, so she made her way into an empty room with a window. She was about to try to call her daughter again when she received a text notification. She looked down and saw that it was coming from her husband's number. Seeing that he was awake, she quickly walked to the elevator and pressed the button. The elevator's bell dinged and the door opened. She stepped inside and pushed the floor number where her husband was, one floor below it, and smiled, and a cautious smile as the door closed behind her.
Is this a sick joke? Who is this?
Her husband cryptically texted. Pretty good at that, man. You saw the exclamation point and just kind of went right for it.
I ain't messing around.
He's a natural.
He knows his punctuation.
He knows how important this is.
Yes.
He knows that if he doesn't get it right, he's not getting paid.
Right?
He's not I haven't told him he's not getting paid at all. Anyways. Except in alcohol.
That's good.
She worried that he may have suffered some brain damage and wasn't remembering everything. She didn't want to say too much and upset him.
It's me, dear, your wife. I'll be there in a minute.
She texted back.
I don't know who you are, but this needs to stop right now.
He replied.
What is taking the stupid elevator so long?
She asked out loud. Really should feel like I should have some elevator music playing in the background. You know, it's suspenseful, but still have the ding 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 ding. Anybody guess that song? Ding 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 ding. Ding,
I Dream of
ding,
Jeannie.
ding. Yes. It's like my go-to dingle for some reason. I don't know why.
Mine's MASH.
Like a MASH?
Yeah.
That's Oh wow! That wouldn't even come to like the forefront of my mind. Apparently, I didn't love the show as much as I thought I did.
Man, you get out of here.
Yeah, I know. Well, whenever I get my car, Knight Rider comes in the background. So going to work.
Kit.
That was a great show.
That was a great show. Don't
Oh, David Hasselhoff. You know, there's a guy in my lodge,
Yeah.
another Freemason in my lodge, who was David Hasselhoff's roommate
What?
back in college. Yeah.
Did he eat
Really?
cheeseburgers drunk back
He
then?
did. Apparently he did. Apparently had a good, a lot of stories about him too. This guy, I'll have to have you meet him sometime. He actually has a gold record. Like he was part of like a jazz band back in like the 70s and 80s and stuff. And I think he like pretty much like lives off the royalties now. So
Well, hell.
kind of it pays to have a gold record. I think.
Yeah,
that-
it does.
I think it does.
Get you a gold record, babe.
Let's do it. I need a second album for that.
Yeah.
We're really pushing hard for a second album. So
Yes,
Daniel, if
sir.
you're watching, start writing, dude. Come
Right now.
on.
Right now.
Make it poetry like Taylor Swift, and you guys can go to practice and turn them
Yeah.
into real songs after that. Talk about breakups or whatever. Oh, he's been married for 20 years. I'll sing you some lyrics about my life, and
Yeah.
then you'll have plenty of Taylor Swift songs.
Have an Adele album.
Kissed. Okay, here we go. The song here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. As if on command, the elevator opened and she stepped out.
Damn it.
She said, realizing she was still on the same floor. She clicked the correct floor number again and exhaled her frustration as the elevator doors closed.
I'm stuck on the elevator one floor up.
She texted.
I'm coming down as fast as I can.
She didn't want to come across frustrated to her husband, but she really wanted to get to him and just hold him.
I don't know who you are, but you are not my wife.
He texted back. You are not my mistress.
I know her number
How do
by
you know
heart.
this number? That's why you got to put pictures next to the names.
Yeah, there's not an emoji behind it.
Or have like some kind of name that gives a clue who it actually is. Mm-hmm. Now she was becoming frustrated at him, but she took a few deep breaths and double checked to make sure she was texting the right person. The number was correct.
What are you talking about?
She asked, becoming livid when the elevator doors opened again, only to reveal that she had brought her to the same floor again. She quickly stepped out, deciding to take the stairs instead. She made her way down the hallway toward the stair doors when she suddenly stopped in her tracks. A ping on her phone had alerted her of a new message, and when she read it, it sent chills down her back.
My wife just died.
It read, dun dun dun. What's happening? What the? Is this a ghost episode?
What is going on?
Oh my god, wait till she walks in the room and there's freaking like clay they can play with in a little bit. I'm actually going to have them reenact that when we go into that scene. It's going to be great. That's the whole reason I want them here. I'm like,
Yep.
I need a couple that will reenact the clay scene on camera
Ghost.
from Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I got you all day.
Jeff.
my-
yeah, I want you in both. Sweet baby Jesus. I just put all kinds of wrong thoughts in, man.
That's what I'm here for.
Let's see. She quickly stepped out. Blah 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 blah.
Ping on her phone.
Marge died. Oh yeah. Dun dun dun. Samantha ran to the stair doors, shoved it open, and ran down the stairs. She went down one level and practically exploded through the doors. She dropped her phone and she realized she was once again on the same floor she had just left.
What is going on?
Women and directions. I don't know. That's actually where I was going to go with the story, but like, nah, people get mad and stuff like that.
We do landmarks.
Do what?
We do
landmarks. I know I just passed that floor
Yeah.
somewhere. GPS, help
Yeah.
me out.
I saw
Let's
that
see.
picture.
Oh yeah, she had just left.
Oh, what is going on?
Line. She asked herself. Such a diva, I swear.
I was like, wait a minute.
Grabbing her hair in a mixture of horror and anger, she ran down the hallway, turned around the corner, and found another set of stairs. She pushed through those doors, ran down, and pushed through the doors one level down. It's kind of humid in here, man. She thought she was going crazy. It's like my pages are sticking.
Lick your fingers.
I did have some wings earlier, so it might not come all the way off.
I must be on a different floor now.
She thought, but all doubt left her when she nearly tripped on the phone that was laying on the floor. Somehow, she had gone down the stairs on the other side of the floor, only to end up back where she had started. Panic started to set in, but are you running in place? I think I just saw that corner of my eyes. Oh, okay.
I panicked.
Okay.
No,
I do not know CPR anymore. It's been years I've done that training, so
I do, but unfortunately, if it was me, it wouldn't help.
I think
Do it to yourself.
just write down. Don't breathe. Just compress. I think we're just doing compressions now.
Just stand on me.
Changing it because the human body has stopped evolving.
Hands only.
Let's see here. Panic started to set in, but another ping on her phone brought her back. She walked over to where her phone lay on the floor and picked it up. It was another message from her husband.
I don't know where you got my wife's phone, but I'd like it back, please. We were just in an accident, and the phone has some memories on it I don't want to lose.
He texted back. Her eyes filled with tears.
I'm not dead.
She whispered.
I heard the whisper.
She whispered.
She whispered, dead.
Hey, when I do my podcast, I do change voices. So I'm like, I'm not dead. She whispered.
There you
Just
go.
to let everybody know, I'm still a man.
Right.
I'm not dead. She whispered. I'm not dead. I'm just one floor up. I've been trying to get back down to see you, but I can't find the way.
She texted back. The silence seemed to go on forever as she waited for a reply from her husband.
Just tell me where the phone is, and I won't get the police involved.
The text read. She was starting to get desperate.
What is going on?
She asked herself. She started to walk down the hallway, trying every door to see where they might lead.
There has to be a way out.
She thought.
She thought.
You can't tell if she's thinking it or not.
Right.
I gotta do that part.
Did she
Is
say
it
it
a
out
thought?
loud or
Is
in
it
her
a
head?
word? Did she just fart? No one knows.
Yeah.
No one
You
ever
know?
knows.
She thought.
She thought.
Every door was locked, even the one in the room she had been in earlier. She was about to give up when she saw a new door at the end of the hallway. Whatever was on the other side of the door, it was bright. Light was escaping through the cracks on the door frame. She stood frozen from fear. She didn't even want to go near that door. So she turned to walk a different direction, but when she did, the door once again stood before her, down the hallway in the other direction. She had never felt as alone as she did now. She didn't care if her husband believed it was her or not. She needed him.
I'm scared.
She texted.
I'm trapped and I can't get back to you.
I've fallen and I can't get up. It's kind of a vision, old lady rolling down the stairs. That helps me get to my zen, my deep emotions, having thoughts like that.
Life alert.
LOL. She leaned against the wall behind her, sliding down and sitting on the floor. She just sat there, staring at the bright door down the hall. Her phone pinged.
Where are you?
He asked, loudly apparently. Her heart raced. Her heart raced at the thought of her husband finding her and saving her.
I'm one floor up.
She texted, standing back up, hopeful. She stared at the door she had come through, waiting for him. Time ticked away as she waited for him to appear. Tired of waiting, she ran to the door to meet him. Once she was there, she opened the door, hoping to see her husband running up the stairs. She looked down, but didn't see him. She was tempted to run down the stairs herself, but she didn't want to accidentally become more lost. When she didn't see him, she started to worry.
Where are you?
She texted. A few moments passed, and he replied,
I went up a floor, but I didn't see you anywhere.
Oh, now he's all caring.
Now
A
he
minute ago,
cares.
he was all aggressive.
I won't get the police involved.
Bring it down.
Yep.
Bring it down. I'm the husband, trying not to scare her. She wants the phone back.
She's freaking out. She's having an anxiety attack.
That's right. Loves those anxiety attacks. Just as she started to become optimistic that he was at least beginning to believe her, he texted again.
I don't know who this is or why you're messing with me, but I'm done playing your game.
It read.
It's not a game.
She screamed quietly. And then she texted the same. Her heart ached as time passed without a reply. Oh, it's still me.
Yep.
Oh, she didn't know.
It's all you.
I'm always waiting for the next line. She didn't know what to do next, so she sat back down and stared at the bright door ahead of her.
Maybe I'm dead.
She thought, considering to walk through the door to see what happened. Sitting there, staring at the door, she made up her mind. Anything was better than the loneliness she was feeling at the moment. At this point, she'd rather disappear to nothing than spend an eternity on this hospital floor waiting for someone to show up. Overcoming her fear, she stood up and walked towards the door.
This is it.
She thought,
This is the end.
this is the end, my friend.
Friend.
My only friend. God, man.
My only friend.
Oh, we harmonized. Amazing.
This is the end.
I think I might have to add karaoke at the end of these episodes.
You'd have to.
You know, just
You'd have to.
that was awesome. I brought tears to my eyes right
Oh,
there.
man.
Then again, it might be the allergies. I don't know. Or the coronavirus. One of the two.
Yeah.
You're
COVID-19.
I'm just kidding. I'm
You
out
got any
for
limes?
this. I do have limes.
Okay.
I had a barbecue.
Okay, well,
I had to
we
get
are.
rid of those Coronas.
Yep.
So
That's the
I
only
bought
way.
some limes, a big bag of them for $2.99.
Yep. That's
Go
the way.
big or go
yep.
home.
Yep.
Now I gotta buy more Coronas because I got too many limes.
Oh shit.
So it's a catch-22.
Or make tacos.
Or do both.
Or do
both. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
I knew it. I knew they were gonna break out the song because I was about ready to do it, but I couldn't think of the right song. And you guys they're my spirit animals. Hers is adorable.
Mine was a little creepy.
He was like,
Sorry.
I just wanted to go with it. I just want to be a part of it, man.
Yeah,
That was a pretty good purr, though.
Yep.
she stole my thunder.
She stole my thunder. Please do. Man. I didn't even know where it was.
She had always hopped.
Hey. All right.
I said hopped.
Hopped.
There's
She had
missing a
always
B.
hoped that when the time came, she wouldn't find herself alone when she passed to the other side. Now, as she walked towards the door, she was sad that the end of her existence would be her walking alone down a dark hallway.
Sam.
Okay, she's down the hallway. We're going to set the mode here. You see your love of your life, not dead.
Sam!
Yeah, that was better.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be too loud. I don't know what the
Oh,
range is.
I tell you the truth, I don't know either. Like, these walls seem to be pretty thick. I don't know. I never hear these guys on the other side. Unless they're running up and down the stairs.
Sam!
There we Whoa! That's what I'm talking about.
Too much.
Oh, my heart pounded at that.
Vibrato.
Oh, man. She heard as she reached to open the door with a bright light behind it. She rolled around, seeing her husband standing at the other end of the hallway. She ran to him and jumped into his arms. Tears streamed down both of their faces as they hugged each other.
I didn't think you'd be able to find me.
She whispered in his ear.
I don't know how you did.
Feel my Norman Bates coming out. The two voices kind of go together. He replied. They broke their hug and looked into each other's eyes.
I saw you lying there in the hospital bed.
I'm not going to take my break now.
Dead.
Oh, I got to do my... Oh,
He started. Tears welling up in his eyes.
Oh, now read the next 3 paragraphs so I can do...
There we go.
I was about to talk to the doctors to start making arrangements. When I got the first text from you, I almost threw my phone across the room, thinking someone had stolen your phone and was messing with me. When I finally decided to confront whoever had your phone, I went to the elevator and went up a floor. I walked around, expecting to find who had taken your phone around every corner. When I decided it was some kind of sick joke, I tried to make my way back downstairs. The elevator kept bringing me back to the same floor, so I decided to take the stairs. But the same thing happened. I just kept ending up on the same floor. I was about to start freaking out when I heard you scream something about it not being a game around the corner. When I came around, there you were, about to walk through this door.
Comprehension filled her, and while she was happy to have her husband, she was sad now that she knew the truth. Great job, man. Very nice. That was like long. He had no practice.
No.
I just threw it at him. I highlighted it. He just went with it.
I just winged it.
I just kind of imagine how it'd be like
Chicken
in Christmas, and I'm lying in bed, and you're just by my bed reading me a story. And I was like,
You know how long it's been since I read something
especially
out loud?
like
Right,
out loud. Yeah. It's different when you read in your head.
Oh, I
you
read
know.
all the time. But
Then you start do it out loud.
Oh, my
I think
God.
I think it might just be easier because I do it all the time, like on the podcast
Yeah.
and stuff. Just constantly,
sure.
nothing's inside. Everything comes out. It gets me in trouble quite a bit. Afraid to tell him, but knowing she had to, she said,
Honey, I don't think either of us survived that crash.
"Dun dun dun." You don't have to add on to my
not wanting to believe her,
Oh,
but knowing she was right. How do you know? He asked. She put it together for him.
Since I came up to this floor, I haven't seen anyone else. I can't leave this floor. Now all the doors are locked but this one.
go ahead, keep going, man.
Who,
You
me?
got this, yeah.
She pointed to the door with the bright light coming through the cracks. She took his hands in hers.
At least we don't have to pass alone.
She said, smiling at him with tears in her eyes. They hugged.
Oh God, they're making out on my couch. If you watch this on the podcast, yeah, it was full second
on.
base shit going on.
Full on.
I don't even remember what the bases are anymore. I'm a grown up.
Third is good, I think.
Okay. What's a foul ball again? I can't remember. A foul ball. Are you still reading or am I back?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I don't even know where we're at anymore.
Ready to face.
Ready to face whatever it is. They
In a
turn
world.
towards the
He's
door.
such a freaking tease, man.
Wait!
She said.
She pulled out her phone and texted,
Daddy, I love you, sweetheart.
Daddy and I.
Oh, Daddy and I love you, sweetheart. I was wondering why she'd tell her daddy.
Yeah,
that was Daddy.
that was weird.
I was
Hey,
like,
Daddy.
Is that a weird? Is that
Daddy.
a weird relationship?
Daddy.
Does
Don't
she
know.
sit on his lap too?
Maybe. It's a new time, man.
Okay,
Whatever.
2020, whatevs. Millennials,
No
do
judgment
you?
here, man. No
Yeah.
judgment here. She wanted to say so much more. I'll see you on SVU. But there was only so much you could put into a text. They waited for a response, and as time passed and none came, she laid the phone down on the chair in the hallway. You want to try your chant at a girl's voice? At the very end, she grabbed her husband's hand, and together they walked to the door. Her phone, laying on a chair, pinged.
I love you too.
The reply read, "Wow, that was hot, man.
Yeah.
That was hot."
You saw him on
Yeah.
Halloween when he was the bearded lady.
Nobody's seen that. Shh.
I think
You were there.
We
This
don't
is-
You were a
talk
pirate.
about-
I drink a lot at the Halloween parties. Don't tell me
Obviously, I did
I was
too.
there.
were
And
there.
what I'm supposed to have remembered and may or may not have done.
There was video.
If you weren't there, I'm not going to tell you.
I'm in
what
the
I was
wrong
wearing.
family to like do anything embarrassing because there's always video somewhere
Okay,
somehow.
I'll tell you. I was a sexy senorita.
Yep.
I do remember that,
Oh,
and there is video.
there is.
Is that-
Oh, dude,
karaoke.
that's
Is it just on
amazing.
Facebook or is it on YouTube too?
I think
don't
it's
know.
on your page.
I think I was
He was the one
tagged.
who really
Just scroll
liked
down back to October, and you'll see. Oh, I think I posted a couple pictures.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You were there.
I was there.
You were there. Video evidence
I
proves.
did this with my phone, just kind of like catching all the action.
I know. I seen it the
I'm
next
a-
day. Like, what did you
What-
do?
What
Jeff?
did
What
I
happened?
do?
What
I'm
did
not on
I
it,
do?
so
Oh man, I feel bad for everybody that was there that witnessed that.
I don't.
I don't either. They
It was
deserve
great.
it.
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, make sure we have some like Halloween specials going on, like in October. Have you guys on here? We do some costume stuff. We'll get him like dressed up in one of his sexy outfits. 'Cause he loved. I don't know if it's just Halloween, but
I love getting sexy.
He does.
He
He
did.
does. He pulls the heels off and everything. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. Did you guys
Hey,
have
no-
fun?
Yep,
Oh
I
man.
did.
Hey,
Gotta
thanks
come
for
to-
having
Oh
us.
hell yeah, man. I'll give you guys hugs afterwards. You know,
Right,
it's
right.
like, you know,
Off camera.
off camera. That's when the love really begins.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
right now I got, you know, keep it on is like people watching and shit.
Yep.
But anyway, so hope you guys enjoy this story text. Thanks so much, Jeff and Brittany, for joining me tonight. Helping with the voices.
Anytime.
Always a good time when I have people over, but I've been excited about getting these two on because, you know, I hang out with them like at my brother's shows and they're just like, they're just awesome. I love hanging out with these guys.
We love you
And
too.
they've got a bus. That's right.
We
The
do have a
band
bus.
bought a bus.
Take
It's a
many
short
naps.
bus,
It's a short
but it's a bus.
Yep.
And you guys have like lights inside
Oh,
and
yeah.
speakers
Oh,
and
yeah.
and you know
Sound
you're
system,
automatically like on a different cloud as soon as you open the door. Just the
Yep.
smell of it just like comes
Oh,
in
yeah, it
and
brings you
you're
to
like,
your
oh,
top, yeah,
Stevie's
brings you
been in
back.
here and you
Yeah.
know just
Yep.
it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
So this week's podcast will be coming out tomorrow. Called The Problem Solver. We're preparing tomorrow at 8. Usually comes out on Mondays, but since it's I'm running a little behind this week, it's coming out tomorrow. That's a short story that had come out I think last week in written form. Next week's story, we're going to be doing Bag in the Roads. It's actually my little attempt at zombie writing. So, Emily, oh, damn it. I don't think I was supposed to like say that because it's like not in the description. Emily was used to seeing trash bags on the side of the road, but when one day she saw something moving inside, she never could have imagined what lay in within.
Dun dun dun.
Zombies. It's fucking zombies. I'm sorry, I already ruined it. It's zombies. Oh my god, but still check it out because it's awesome. Again, that'd be more female voices, and so, you know.
I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. And if I can't get like any females like on my show, you know, because I run them all off or what have you, then I'll just have to do the voices myself. Don't forget to check out my novel, Sins of the Fathers, online. Definitely don't forget to check out Bipolar Opposites. Check them out on Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud and
Google.
yeah,
blah.
YouTube. They're Google Play, YouTube. They're all over the place. So
All the music platforms.
just look up Bipolar Opposites and you'll find the CD is Bars and Churches.
Yes, sir.
And I play that. Sometimes I'm out like Ubering for fun. I'll just like jam that because, they don't get a choice of what music plays. So I put it on there and they're like, who is this?
Well.
And I'll tell them it's like Bipolar Opposites, the band. They're coming up and, oh, that's great. They'll either like, that's awesome, I want to go see them, or can you turn that shit off?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it depends who has got
usually
in there.
Usually it's like, can you just turn that shit off?
Can we put on Mariah Carey or something? Because, this is it's a Friday night. I'm trying to like get excited about going to a club, and this song is just like
play Freebird.
It's making me want to have sex with my girlfriend on her parents' bed. That's what it's making me want to do.
That's weird.
Yeah,
sure. So weird.
Has that effect on
Everybody
people.
did.
But take a look. I'll have a link for my book below. As also, I'll have a link to the band website and their Facebook page, so you can go check out there. They do have a CD out, so you can download songs individually or buy their CD on Amazon and elsewhere. But also make sure you buy a copy of my book. Since the Fathers, I'll be doing my book signing every week. As you can tell, no one's buying it because I'm not doing a book signing this week. So
I bought one.
He did. Oh, all my friends and family have already bought them because they love me. But you assholes won't like take 5 minutes to go buy a book.
Hey, do it.
And to bribe you, for the next 10 people, we'll get a free copy of this along with it. So you go buy this, $13. You get this for free. I ship them both together. So
nice.
And you'll also be entered to win. I'm going to be coming out with some kind of prize. It'd be a hat or a T-shirt or something like that. But you'll also be entered to win one of those. But since no one's buying, no one's getting anything. I'm going to wear it myself, and then I'm going to look at you in the face and be like, you don't get one because you didn't buy my book.
I'll give him my hat for free.
Which one is that?
Harley Davidson.
Harley.
Yeah. Can't get those anywhere. And it's got a celebrity's like sweat on it.
Oh, it smells so good.
And it smells like Jesus. That's what it smells like.
It's holy water.
So divine.
Make sure you get, if you are on Patreon, feel free to contribute. I do have different tiers, and like for $5 a month, you can see behind the scenes recordings of my podcast every week. And of course, get a free copy of books and things like that for being patrons. So I appreciate any support there. Links of my guests will be down below, as well as my links. So make sure, usually I put them in like 15, 20 minutes after the show. All the links to me and my guests. So make sure you take a look at those. And thank you so much for support. Guys, thanks so much for joining me. You mind heading over there and clicking on the stop streaming. Oh, that's hot. Oh, man. He's trying to get around the lights. He's really doing some moves. Like very, very Tomb Raider. It's very nice. Lara Croft.
Very Tomb Raider.
And the other side, just go ahead and click on stop streaming, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, the mouse is on this screen.